G'day, Sprinkles. So, I love watching Crypto Banter Show. I watch Ran. It's one of the many influencers that I watch and I track. It's great entertainment. And I've noticed that they are making the same mistakes that I made in the previous cycle and that everyone else is going to make going forward. And look, if you're following me by now, you know I've got a talent for finding order in the chaos, so I can filter information pretty good. I don't know why. I don't know. Maybe I'm here 18 hours a day and it just comes to me, right? So, Ran, right? So he's got like a portfolio allocation. He's got different narratives here. But if you see down here, right? Look, he had a whole segment he called the right crypto narratives. And if you know me, we're friends, right? You will know that I always say, don't think about the narratives. In trading, right? In trading, there's a saying, show me the price and I'll tell you the news. Basically, show me the chart and I'll tell you the news. So that's why I always say, man, you can just put a green monthly candle. Put a green monthly candle and let me guess, new paradigm, woohoo! And let me guess, right? When the red candles come, right? It's all a Ponzi, it's all a scam, it's all a Ponzi going to zero, right? That's exactly what's been happening. So I'm watching Crypto Banter and they have the sections. Well, look, this is the amazing part, man. You gotta look at these and you can't say they're bad and you can't say they're good. You just have to say, okay, this is what the majority thinks. It's priced in. That's how you have to think about it. That's how I think about these. That's why I'm so good at what I do, man. Because I always have an open book. It's an open canvas every time I watch this. So I'm looking at this, I'm listening to it, and I love the show, man. It's a really good show, great entertainment, and now I'm looking at all these coins, and I'm like, damn, if Rand's thinking like this, we're all screwed, because that's what probably everyone else is thinking about. So if you notice, he's got, okay, let's go through each narrative that he has. So he has portfolios that are going to be allocated to each narrative, all right? But the focus is on the narratives, which is exactly what you should not be doing. You should not be standing on the sidelines saying, okay, what's going to be the next narrative? What's going to be this or that? Friends, go back to 2020 and go and look at what everyone was talking about. Nobody knew what the hell was coming. And you know how I know? Because Doge and SHIB went to the moon and not one single person got it correctly, okay? No one said with conviction that the 2021 narratives were only going to be dog coins and memes, right? And with some layer ones that are all going to pump and dump and be worth nothing, and Olympus DAO Ponzi yield, and gaming and metaverse. No one said those. And you're probably wondering like, huh? They're like so obvious now, right? Nope, no one said those. People were talking about 2017 coins. People were talking about, is Litecoin going to go again? Is EOS going to do something? Is DeFi from 2020, that's going to continue, right? And it didn't. DeFi 1.0 didn't continue. It became new Ponzi yield trash, okay? So yeah, you got a few people who's saying, oh, I think gaming's going to take off. Yes, there were a few of those, but everyone said that, man. We all said, yeah, gaming's eventually going to take off. Did they all go buy Axes and make 500x? No, they didn't. So you know they're full of poop. Don't fall into this trap, okay? By the way, everybody, I'm going to take you back now, right? I'm going to take you back right to the charts. We're right here. Let's go back in time. These are the monthly candles. People were talking about, you know what they're talking about here? DeFi, okay? They're talking about DeFi. DeFi 1.0. People were talking about, like stable coins, DEXs, Uniswap, upgrades, fee revenue from that, and governance tokens. That did not happen at all in 2021. No one cared. Okay, we all got conned. All the ETH maxis started shilling this trash, and they all gave it a tick of approval because it shilled the network effect of Ethereum. So now you get to see what's happening. Everybody got conned here because a lot of the ETH maxis got angel ICO investing and just dumped on everyone's head without telling everyone, right? A lot of these people, but they gave it all a tick of approval because they all brought people to Ethereum's network and pumped its network effect. We're all human. Don't think that these people, just because they're in it for the tech, right? Don't think they're any different. They're not. That's how you know you're drinking the sweet Kool-Aid. So that's what happened here. Do you want to know what the narratives are talking about here? Firstly, we're talking about Bitcoin. So incorrect narratives. All right, let's talk about it. Firstly, we all said, one, store of value. We got that wrong. Bitcoin to 100K. By the way, 100K was the lowest target, okay? It was 150K was the, average. Actually, it's 180K, okay? I'm not even joking. 180K, yeah? 180K. That was the first incorrect narrative. Bang. We got that wrong, right? Let's do an X. Okay? DeFi. Wrong. Okay, actually, sorry, I'm going to go through each of these with you because you got to know. Governance tokens were a full scam. Didn't happen. 3. DEXs are like revenue models, which is like, you trade on the DEX and the revenue earns a yield and everything. Completely wrong. Not even close on this earth. 4. Payments. Okay, so like XRP and other stuff from 2017. Completely wrong, right? I'm trying to think the other narratives everyone guessed. I'm going off the top of my head, but you can see already everybody got so many things. None of these came into fruition. None of them went euphoric. Completely wrong. Okay? People, by the way, people had data. Yes, people talked about data. And also, right, the data, this was never came, It went up a bit, but it didn't come as its narrative, right? You know what else came? So this was, decentralized cloud data, right? You know what else people spoke about? Decentralized, hedge fund stuff, right? They spoke about that. Completely wrong. I'm trying to think, man, there are so many as well, friends. There are so many that just got wrong. You got to see these. These are so important. You got to see, this is what people are talking about. This is what they said. This is going to be a narrative. This is going to come, this and that, right? No one was talking about metaverse. Only a few people speaking about gaming. No one really knew that gaming was really going to take off specifically, right? So you had all these things. It doesn't even matter about these. They're just wrong. Completely wrong, man. Do you want to know what the actual correct narratives were? Correct narratives. All right. The correct narratives, dogs and meme coins. Yes, memes are a narrative. So let's write this. Dogs plus meme coins. That's a narrative. And that was true. Okay. And people still don't get it. That's how you know there's legs for these things to run in the next one, right? So gaming plus metaverse, right? NFT, literally just buying JPEGs, right? No one predicted that. A few people said, yeah, JPEGs is that no one expected. Literally just people were buying JPEGs just for the sake of JPEGs, right? Okay. And you had DeFi 2.0, which is Ponzi yield. So this is funny, right? You can make revenue from, if you go back here, number 3 here, DEX's revenue models, you can actually make money in there because people participate in activity. And that didn't even become a narrative. Isn't that sad? What became a narrative was Ponzi yield, Olympus DAO, and all this stuff. Isn't that absolutely disgusting? But that shows you how the average retailer thinks. They don't care about your shitty PE revenue models and all this stuff. All these gigabrains went on Crypto Banter and all these as guest speakers. It's going to do this, it's going to do that. Wrong. They're so far from the truth. That's why these things went so high, because no one was talking about them in 2020. That's why they went so high. So when we have Crypto Banter here, that's why I know store of value, I'm telling you now, that ain't coming back as a narrative, brother. We're done with that. Bitcoin's 14 years old. Layer 1s, woohoo! You wish that's coming back as a narrative. Wouldn't that be easy? Go buy all the layer 1 coins, You're not going to get that. By the way, when I say, euphoria, so let's just quickly here. Okay, euphoria. So first cycle euphoria, you can get 100 to 200x if you're in from the ground floor on the narrative, right? Second cycle, you just get it's friendship, and you get anywhere from 8x to 30 to 40x, somewhere there. Maybe average 15x. I just need you to know as an average, okay? See how much that drop off is? A huge drop off. Absolutely enormous, okay? I'll be fair to them. I'll say it's more like a 20x. And then third cycle becomes literally anywhere from 8x to 12x. That's on average what happens, right? That's an average what happens. Maybe make this 25, but you get the point. See how much is a huge drop off, and don't say to yourself, "Oh, I'm not gonna get greedy. This is easy." No, it's not easy, because in the first cycle, your anchor is 100 to 200x. So you think you're gonna get that again? It goes to 20 to 25x, and then everything collapses 50 to 70% from that point. So now you're back down to 8x. You thought you were gonna get 100x, you only got 8x. Imagine putting $1,000 into something. You thought it was gonna be 100 grand, It stops at 20, then it's back down to 8. You have 8 grand when you thought you were going to have 100. That's a huge, huge, huge disappointment, right? So, ETH Layer 2s, too many people talking about them. They're just governance tokens. What are they useful for, right? Cross-chain, multi-chain. Are you guys bridging between heaps of networks and using stuff? No. We're going to need more applications, right? Trading. Trading, everyone understands. It's a boring PE model. Like, it's not going to capture anyone's imagination like a trading. I know it sounds smart, but actually it's not. By the way, everyone thought trading was going to kick off in 2021. That's another failed narrative that never came. DeFi, everyone thinks it's going to resurge. It might not be as we know it, man. That's why all I know is Chainlink. It can't be forked. Maybe someone's going to make other cool applications, right? And do stuff and add layers to Uniswap. I don't know. And you don't know either. So we're too early, man. We're still too early, okay? Gaming, metaverse, NFT, it was a 2021 narrative. We're probably not going to think about these till 2024, 2025, friends. Because right now, ain't a single game is good. That none of them mean much. It's just, it is what it is. It got euphoric in the first cycle. We will buy these again, but we're not going to get you 100x, man. Maybe you're going to get you 10 to 15x, and you just have to be happy with that, right? AI, everyone's been talking about it. Yeah, AI is probably going to do something crazy, but not the AI that exists today. Because the AI, do you know a single AI product in crypto that you're like, wow, this thing is amazing? No, we don't. It's just someone said that the thing does AI. Me and you can't prove it, so we don't know, right? Payments is a 2017 narrative, right? So 2017 narrative, you had a little bit of kicker in 2021, the second resurgence where everything let down, and now it's going to go into cycle number 3 for payments. So it is what it is, friends. And by the way, in payments here, he includes Dogecoin. So Dogecoin's going into its 4th cycle as well. The euphoria is going away. So don't fall into this trap, friends. That's why I made this video. Don't try to predict the narrative. Sit on your super strong convicted coins and let something appear.